All right, here we go, Patriots Nationari. You ready for a day that'll get your blood pumping? Today, I've got 4 bombshells rocking Foxborough, each one big enough to shake up our season. We've got a new face who might just become the next fan favorite, a slick move nobody saw coming, a training camp battle that's about to explode, and a decision that's got everyone talking. You won't believe what's on deck. So grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive straight into the news. What's Vrabel cooking up now? And while we're still wrapping our heads around the 2025 draft, the New England Patriots are proving they're not messing around. Everyone's buzzing about second-round pick Tre'Veyon Henderson, the Ohio State running back already pegged as the future of the position. But hold up, this next bit's wild. They didn't stop there with the ground game. Post-draft, the Pats went after a name no one expected and shelled out big time. Lan Larrison from UC Davis signed as an undrafted free agent with a $175K guaranteed delf, the richest ever for an undrafted RB in New England, per Chad Graff of The Athletic. That's no small change, folks. What's got fans fired up is the comparison floating around. Larrison could be the next Rex Burkhead. You remember Rex, right? The clutch guy who gave us 4 seasons, racked up over 1,000 rushing yards, hauled in 96 catches, and punched in 18 touchdowns. A Patriots fan favorite for his grit and versatility. Now picture that in an undrafted gem we snagged. Graff says Larrison's got that same vibey, a tough runner who can catch and won't back down. If Henderson's the future with his blazing speed, Larrison might just be the perfect RB2, the guy who steps up and shocks everyone. But here's the edge of your seat question. Can he actually deliver? Dropping $175K isn't just faith, it's pressure to perform from snap one in camp. Fans are splitsome, call it a front office masterstroke. Others think it's nuts to bet big on a UC Davis kid. Me? If Larrison brings half of Burkhead's magic, it's worth every penny. Pair him with Henderson, and our backfield could be a nightmare for defenses. And that's not even the wildest part of the day. But wait, because what's coming next is the kind of move that makes you think the Patriots are playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. The 2025 draft's getting rave reviews, 11 picks, nailed it, they say, but there's one sleeper who might be the steal of the class. Jarrett Wilson, the Georgia center grabbed in the 3rd round, 95th overall. This guy's not just a line upgrade. He's a weapon Josh McDaniels can wield to flip our offense. Why? Options. Options in the run game, and especially those screen plays, McDaniels loves to death. Taylor Kyles from Patriots on CLNS Media broke it down. Wilson 6'3", 310 pounds, and clocked a 4.8440. That's bad news for defenders in open space. A center with that kind of agility changes everything, especially on plays needing blockers on the move. And get this, we didn't even burn our original pick to snag him. ESPN's Mike Rice laid out how the Patriots worked the board. They flipped Matthew Judon to the Falcons for pick 77, then traded down twice, 77 to 85, 85 to 95, and still landed Wilson, who was 45th on Mel Kiper Jr.'s big board. Oh, and they grabbed a 2025 5th rounder and a 2026 4th rounder in the process. That's wizardry, my friends. Fans are catching on to the impact. Wilson could bench Garrett Bradbury, who stepped in for David Andrews but flopped in 2024. Picture him paving the way for Henderson on the ground, or leading a screen for Drake May to air it out. It's the kind of flexibility McDaniels used with Brady back in the glory days, and now it's being rebuilt for this new era. But here's the nail-biter. Can a rookie handle that heat right out of the gate? Because if he does, our offense gets a whole new look. And while we're losing our minds over this slick move, the Patriots' passing game is turning into a full-on puzzle. Our wide receiver room's packed, and we don't even have a true elite star. First, Stefon Diggs hit free agency in March, bringing vet swagger to the group. Then, less than a month later, they draft Kyle Williams in the 3rd round of 2025, another weapon for Drake May. But now it's crunch time. Mike Vrabel and the staff have to trim this list to 5 or 6 for the season kickoff, and fans can already feel the battle brewing. Chad Graff from The Athletic shed some light and says training camp's gonna be a bloodbath at this spot. He's betting Diggs, Mac Hollins, Williams, and Demario Douglas are locks no shock there. But the real fight's between Jalen Polk and Kendrick Bourne. Graf thinks the Patriots will roll with Polk's upside over Bourne, who turns 30 during camp. Plus, Javon Baker, a 2024 fourth-rounder, fizzled as a rookie and might be odd man out. It's every man for himself, and fans are picking sides already. Think about it. Diggs brings savvy and sure hands. Williams could be the future with his speed, and Douglas has shown flashes. But Polk and Bourne, wild cards. Polk's rookie year in 2024 was quiet, but he's got room to grow. Bourne's money when healthy, but age and injuries loom. The big question, who's gonna win Vrabel over in practice? Because in the NFL, you earn your spot and these guys will bleed for it. The tension's thick, and I can already see the comments lighting up over this showdown. Are we sleeping on Baker or overhyping Polk? And it just cranks up what's cooking in Foxborough. Because the Patriots aren't wasting time clearing the deck for the rookies. Yesterday, they cut 6 players loose. Wide receiver Jaquay Jackson, tight end Giovanni Ricci, center Jake Andrews, defensive tackle Marcus Harris, outside linebacker Titus Leo, and safety Mark Perry. It's that classic post-draft purge. But each name here has a story that makes you wonder what could have been and what's still ahead. Break it down. Jackson, 25, re-signed as an exclusive rights free agent, but got derailed by a knee injury in last year's preseason, after snagging a 38-yard TD that had us hyped. Ricci, 28, joined in February with a history of knocks, played 36 games for the Panthers, but never stuck. Andrews, a 2023 fourth-rounder, saw action as a rookie, but spent 2024 on injured reserve, edged out by Jared Wilson's arrival. Harris, 24, came from the Texans practice squad, promising but no dice. Leo, ex-Colts, flashed in 4 games here but couldn't lock it down. And Perry, 23, bounced around before landing on our practice squad, another swing and miss. Fans are torn. Some see it as a must-do to fit the 11 draft picks and 17 undrafted free agents rolling in. Others feel the sting. Andrews had line potential, and Jackson could have been a dark horse. But the message is loud. Vrabel wants fresh blood, and rookie minicamp's gonna test these newbies at Gillette. Smart strategy, cut now, build stronger later. Still, here's the kicker. Are we letting talent slip too soon? Because these moves say no one's safe, and the next step might just blow our minds. What a day, Patriots Nation. We've got Larrison as a potential Burkhead 2.0, Wilson set to shake up the offense, a receiver battle that's pure chaos, and cuts showing Vrabel means business. It's fuel for our season. A team rebuilding with guts and smarts. The hype's real, and it's all riding on how these rookies step up. So what do you think? Does Polk outshine Bourne? Were the cuts on point? Drop your hot takes in the comments, hit that like, subscribe, and let's cheer this new era together. Go Pats!